us.
No, it's above.
Oh, above, yeah. It's weird once you hit that corner right here.
Yeah, I just saw a flash. Fuck. Okay, I know what to do. Follow me. Cause gunshots almost sound like an FAL. Oh, I see him. Straight down the hall. Fuck, dude, that's geared.
Wait. Oh yeah, I see him. He's coming to our side, our right side. Just, I don't know where you are. Pretty to your left. Oh yeah, he's right here on top of us.
Dude, I lit him up so much.
Oh, he got me. Oh, good shit. He's dead.
You dead?
Yeah. Fucking dead.
You died?
Yep.
All right, guys, what'd y'all think about that intro? That was fucking sick.
Awesome.
Hey man, you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Episode 1 to the brand new series that we're bringing to this channel called the Sitting Ducks Plays. It's not going to be a weekly series, but we are going to try to do it as often as possible. We plan on uploading them on Mondays. We are currently recording this on a Monday, but this will go live on a Friday. So if you're watching this and you have not yet watched episode 1 of the Sitting Ducks Plays and Escape from Tarkov, it was a badass video. I loved making it. There are a little bit of audio issues. We are aware of that. We got it figured out. Videos moving forward will not have those same issues. But that one was fucking epic. I loved editing it. It was a ton of fun. Thank you, Triston. And we hope to get Triston in the next one.
I'll be here.
If y'all have any games y'all want to leave down below for future episodes, let us know. And like I said, if y'all haven't checked it out yet, I'll leave a link in the description. By all means, please go check it out. It was a fucking amazing video. I loved editing it. Man, Escape from Tarkov is just fucking a fun ass game to play, dude. Right?
Yeah,
now.
It was a lot of fun.
I'm in love with that game. Addicted even.
The highest of highs, the lowest of lows.
The lowest of lows, man.
That is a perfect explanation.
I'm showcased with some of those lows in the video for sure.
Are you still stuck at like 50K?
I got up a little more. I got like over 100K, but
okay.
I got guns now. You know, I think the key is not losing it all and getting off. That's what's killing me.
Oh man, dude, I'm pretty broke right now too.
Oh yeah, shut
You
up.
probably
This dude just picked over 1 million. He's like, oh, I'm pretty broke.
Bro, that last play in the video.
I got 6 MP5s, but I'm pretty.
I don't want to spoil it, but I made a huge play at the end of that video, and sold all that shit. Now I'm like 1.5 mil or something.
Yeah, he sold all that. Didn't you sell all the killer stuff?
Yeah, man, everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
rich bastard.
I know,
Dude. Y'all gotta watch it. Crazy play at the end. Insane. Like, man, it's just all around a fucking fun video. You can see Cyborg just shoot
Panic.
everything throughout the video. That fucking sniper clip. By the way, let us know. Were they hacking? Dude, I think they're fucking hacking. I don't know where the fuck those bullets could have came from to kill you.
No,
like
right
me,
through my face mask.
if it was just me that died in the way that I died, I would have been like, all right, that was a little sketchy, but that's fine. But you got shot in the face from fucking Narnia.
Dude, I forgot to even think about it, but I was down, too. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how it was even physically possible for him to see me, much less like the bushes and everything.
I was, I did a scav run by myself the other day, and I went in that spot, and I was looking around, trying to figure out if there was some kind of angle we wanted to. There wasn't, man. With that bush there, unless there's a way to get rid of bushes, which I don't think you can, especially at how close that was.
I guess it's possible he could have had an infrared, right? But even then,
Nah, I mean, what I
not this
saw,
in the
early in
middle
the
of the
game.
day,
what I saw, I would have been pissed.
yeah,
Oh,
I
dude.
just couldn't believe it. I was just like, okay.
It was
Fucking
almost
bought
like
that Mosin too.
it was almost like, you know, when your friends like get in trouble for doing something like they weren't supposed to do, and you're kind of like, well, glad I didn't do that. It's kind of how I felt watching you, Cyborg, get like sniped from that far. I was like, kind of glad I didn't come.
Mm-hmm.
It was rough going, but everything else was pretty fun.
It was a blast playing.
I'm excited for what's to come, man. Like I said, if y'all haven't checked it out, episode 1 of the Sitting Ducks Plays Escape from Tarkov. There will be more videos to come. This is just the first one in the series. We hope y'all like it. If you haven't checked it out, please. It'd mean a lot for y'all to go check it out. Thanks for all the love and support.
It's pretty good.
Thanks for all the love and support on previous podcasts. Things like that. We have Triston with us today. I know he's been absent from the past 2. But we got him back. And ready to do this podcast, man.
Listen, not gonna miss me no more.
Gonna miss me no more. NBA playoffs are almost over.
So what have you been what have you been up to these past 2 weeks, man? What have you been playing?
Like, I have been playing a lot on the Xbox. I've been back with a couple of Xbox friends. I've been so heavy on, like you said, the NBA playoffs that, you know, I'm booked. I've been watching like every game.
I'm booked.
Yeah.
Like my Nuggets are playing right now, but I decided for us.
Sacrifice for
us. For the Sitting Ducks. You know, I can't miss another one, so I'm here.
Well, we all appreciate that.
Yeah.
Better appreciate it. My turn.
What about you, Cyborg? Well, I know the answer. We've been playing Escape from Tarkov, trying to get this video made.
A lot. I played a couple of other things here and there, but not longer than a couple hours. I think I jumped on Rust on Saturday.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
We did play a little bit of Call of the Wild together.
Yeah, we dabbled into that.
I saw your boys on Siege.
Yeah, that didn't go so well.
Not good.
Yeah.
Okay, we played what, one game?
2 games.
Two games. Okay, we played. I was having some kind of weird stutter where I had like over 150 FPS the whole time, but it was like, I don't know. Cyborg can understand when we were recording and watching the footage back while we were trying to edit everything. It was like these micro stutters throughout, and I was getting that the whole thing on Siege.
It was something draining on CPU. I'm pretty sure that happens a lot with those games. But
man, I don't know what it was. I was still going off. First game back in fucking forever. I went 7-1, and I didn't get the MVP to somebody that went like 2-3.
No, he went 2-2, and that kid got the MVP. I was like,
you
what?
got to do the little stuff in Siege. Come on now, we all know that.
He was like going off, and I'm 0-3-2, like no kills, 3 assists. Like I'm sucking it up, and he's over there complaining. He's just like, I can't do anything, blah blah blah. And I look at Tab, and he went 4-1 the first round, or 4-0 the first round. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Bro, I made a clutch the first round we played by complete accident. So I killed 3 people, and there's one guy left. I thought everybody was dead, wasn't paying attention, hopped through a barricade into the bomb room, and I just started getting shot at and just panic hit fire, headshot him, and everybody's like, Pitbull! I'm like, I didn't know that dude was alive.
No idea. He thought everyone was dead. He was going for the bomb.
Like, no care in the world. Didn't, like, peek my corners, just fucking hop through the window, was going to the bomb, and some guy started shooting. I was like, oh, shit!
Yeah, it was lucky that guy sucked.
Yeah. He had that Cyborg accuracy for a second there.
I don't know. I might have to get it just to play with y'all, but, you know, I feel like I'm godly on console when it comes to Siege.
Bro, I'm telling you.
I'm so scared of it on PC.
Dude, I didn't want to get it on PC. Cyborg peer pressured me into it. And it feels so much
nice.
better. It is so fucking smooth and movements and the way you can just like move around and dude, it's fucking amazing.
I'm glad it's smooth, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna be smooth at it. You know what I mean?
Well, it doesn't work for me either.
It'll be good practice, man. They added that new game mode that we were playing, the newcomer game mode for newbies.
I mean,
which is
They might
perfect
be-
for us.
They might be new to Siege,
Which is
but
perfect
I'm new
for
to the,
Brian.
Well, you're not gonna get any better if you don't play.
I'm playing. What you mean? I'm on the hardest, fucking, most brutal game, Tarkov.
Yeah, that's true.
But Siege is a game based on accuracy.
Exactly.
Versus Tarkov has a bunch of variables. So once you get your accuracy up in Siege, then you can take that accuracy over to Tarkov and be one-shotting people, dude.
That's fingers crossed.
Yeah, it is. It's easier said than done.
Yeah, I don't know. I might.
All right, I won't peer pressure two people into this. I'll let Brian.
He's been on my ass about Siege.
Look, bro. Look, the Steam summer sale is coming up. I guarantee you Siege will be like $2.50
just look
or
for
something.
It was super cheap when I got it. I mean, it was like. Really
I got it
cheap.
for like $5, I think.
Yeah, I think 5 or something.
There you go.
You cannot tell me Siege is not worth $5.
Siege is, even though
I'll
I
tell you
got
what,
for
it wasn't
$6.
worth the 67.
I was just about to say that it's like 71 gigs though.
It's fucking huge.
So put aside like 4 days so you can
Just
download it.
Yeah. It was rough.
Man,
But yeah, I was having some kind of weird micro stutter, so that didn't last long. And then we played some Hunter Call of the Wild. Cyborg picked it up. Gorgeous fucking game.
Super cool.
On fucking PC, it's phenomenal. We finally got a release date for the True Rack system. I've been talking about that the past 2 podcasts. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse. True Rack system randomly generates antlers. We finally got a release date. I thought it was going to be like mid-June before we got it. Turns out we're getting it May 7th.
Yeah, so 2 weeks.
Yeah, so we're getting it May 7th, and they're releasing whitetail and blacktail deer will come day 1 with the randomly generated antlers. It's going to be so much fun. Me and Cyborg have already planned out some ideas on some videos we're going to make when that gets released and just have fun. And, man, I'm excited, man. That's a huge update, and that's going to take that game to the next level and potentially the best hunting game of all time.
Well, I can tell you, if it's half as good as Classic as far as the meat and potatoes, the graphics are insanely good.
Oh,
so
dude,
it's half as good as that first game.
That's part of what makes that game so good. It's like now that I've gotten older and I've been playing so many games, I stopped looking for games that are like COD, where it's just like, don't get me wrong, I still like my competitive games from time to time, but more so now I'm looking for games that give you like that experience, like Tarkov. You get a fucking experience playing that.
It's a very
Battlefield
specific experience.
It gives you like these crazy experiences. I feel like that's what the Hunter Call of the Wild does. Like when we fucking saw that moose and we were like trying to stalk it, and you had the perfect shot lined up, and then the female moose walked right in front of it and just stopped there, and then we're like, fuck, man. And then we're like trying to move and it spots us and runs away. Like, dude, experience. Like it is so much fun. We need to get Triston on that, but Triston.
Well, like I said, I was just about to say, like, I've played it with him on console, which doesn't mean much, but I just like hunting.
It's hard to get in.
No, I get it, man.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
I think the True Rack system though will win you over a little bit more because it gives you that
I don't think so.
gives you that replayability. Maybe not.
No, I mean I could if I enjoyed to hunt. I never hunted a day in my life. Why the hell I want to do my video game?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's a little different.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's true.
But I mean, I do respect the game. I'll say that.
I think also, it's just about playing it, a couple times. It's just something different too. Because I don't think I'm necessarily really hunting video games, but I don't know. I'm down to play it every once in a while because it's change of pace.
It's good to throw in the rotation.
I respect
that's a good rotation kind of thing.
I can understand and appreciate the little details they have in it, like the tracking and all that.
Yeah.
But
hey, at least you gave it a shot.
Man, I like it.
Doesn't hold on to anything.
Bro, the thing I like about it is like Tarkov or games similar to that are like very much a game that you just can't hop in and relax. You're on edge the whole time. You're fucking like paying attention. If you just go in there half-assed, you're dead. Versus the Hunter Call of the Wild, man, I can just relax, have a podcast running or something. Just go in and just do my thing. Like me and Cyborg, after we got done recording all this and editing all the videos, we just hopped on there for a little bit to unwind a little bit and play it. Nothing serious, and it was a good time. So
That's good. And definitely the graphics art. I don't know. I guess now that I've got a better card, it's different, but
oh, dude,
they're beautiful.
That game is one of the most gorgeous games. And like we were walking, and there was a mountain way off in the fucking distance, man. I was like, Cyborg, you see that mountain over there? He's like, yeah.
Just look at it.
We can get on top of that.
We can climb to the top of that.
Bro, I'm telling you, Cyborg, if you get to the top of that and look out, it looks like fucking real life.
Yeah,
I have screenshots somewhere. It's real fucking life. It's not a video game.
You want to go
It's a simulation.
You want to go up there?
There's not shit
I'll
up
take you
there, animal-wise.
Except for he'll probably make me walk because he doesn't like using the ATVs. I'm about to beat that into him. He's like, we'll just walk over here.
Bro,
Just
they
walk for
scare
like 5 miles.
everything away.
Well, you know, we can
for
like, go
miles.
Then we'll walk.
Bro, we got the first thing that happened when we got off that ATV, a deer ran and rammed me in the fucking face.
It's true. That did happen.
Took like a quarter of my health away.
Hey, I mean, the ATVs are fun too.
Dude, oh my god, dude. Hopping in first person and just fucking cruising. Oh, it's so much. The game's just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Kudos to those guys. And speaking of funny games, while we're on this topic, we got news that the 100 Classic is redoing its business model, so it's no longer going to be as pay to win. It still has the pay to win elements, or I don't want to say pay to win, microtransactions.
Yeah.
But they're making it free to play totally. Before you could download it for free, but you could only hunt like 5 animals, and they would switch the rotation out every week so you could hunt different animals. But now it's going free to play 100%, so you can hunt any animals, technically. You don't have the equipment capable to hunt every animal, meaning you don't have the rifle to be able to harvest every animal. It won't give you an ethical kill, so it's fucking pointless. But now you have the capability of going and hunting any animal you want. And now every time you harvest an animal, it's supposed to give you like this in-game currency that you can use to buy weapons and stuff like that. Versus used to, the only way to get that was doing like these missions, these competitions, and they would give you like a very small amount. They would cost so much that basically if you wanted anything, you were forced to buy it.
You had to buy it.
And that also goes live sometime in beginning of May 7th, May 2nd, something like that. So that's something to look forward to. The 100 Classic will be is also a phenomenal choice. Right now, I like the 100 Classic better than Call of the Wild. But once Call of the Wild gets rolling with all these true racks, that game's going to be fucking insane. It's going to be incredible.
Gonna be pulling them off of that to play Tarkov.
Right.
Oh,
Like,
dude, May
back
7th.
here.
I've already looked. It's on a Tuesday. I'm off that day.
Oh, that's good.
Fucking
I'm gonna be dead on a Tuesday.
nobody try to get in touch with me. You will not be. I'm going to be lost in this hunting world.
Any NBA games on Tuesday?
There's always NBA game in the playoff time. Always.
All right, guys. It's that time of the podcast where we go to the random gaming question.
Mm-hmm.
Tristan, since you haven't been here for a while, why don't you
say
go
that,
first?
I was gonna say that. Plus, I feel like my question is possibly the best question.
I disagree already.
All right, but my question that I so beautifully came up with is, who is your favorite video game character? And if you were to spend 24 hours with that character, what would happen? What would you learn? Like the experience in that 24 hours. Like I said, I got mine. I'm gonna wait though.
Damn, maybe you should go first. What do you think? That's a hard one. There's so many
Okay.
video game characters, man.
I have an easy one. Oh my god, Kratos.
Oh shit, that's a good one.
Kratos is like.
Is he just gonna call you boy the whole time?
That's fine with me. I'm not gonna
You know
argue
what?
with that.
That dude can. Shit.
He can call me whatever the fuck he wants.
Like, my head off.
Make sure to have him on the podcast during this
So-
24-hour
so-
period.
I'm assuming then that you would be a badass at fucking shit up then
It's
in
either
24 hours.
it's either I would be like a badass or I would just be like the start of Atreus, and I would just be like kind of head down the whole time. Yes, Dad. Like that. I feel like I would learn like so much. I would like 24 hours. I'm just show me how to fucking wield that axe and chop off
Right.
boars' heads. Like,
Tell me what your diet is to get in whatever kind of shape that
bro,
is.
spit some of that, like put some of that blood in me.
That God blood into you.
I'm doing everything I can to learn everything. I'll be a fucking god killer. It'll be amazing.
Well, if we know Tristan just goes missing for 24 hours and then comes back with red tattoos all over his body, we know what happened.
Hair shaved, he's all gone.
Just fucking jacked.
it would be dope. I don't know.
I don't know. That'd be awesome as shit. Fucking, like, if you think about the way he's killing fucking half them fucking gods and monsters.
Dude, I
That'd be dope
remember
to
like
see.
the old, God of War games where it would be like fucking ripping off the head of whatchamacallit, the sun god. I forgot his name. Help me out.
Ra.
Nah, it's a Greek sun god. I
Uh,
don't know. I don't know. He rips his head off and then like he goes into these like dark places and just pulls out the head for fucking light, just like
Oh yeah, I
just
remember that.
dope shit. Killing Hades and hell, like fucking dope, man.
That would
let's
be pretty
see.
fun.
Okay, I know who I'd pick. Man, there's so many people you could pick, and
Yeah.
I would pick.
Is that Hades right there?
Yeah, it must be. Where's Kratos, man? It must be. I would pick. Let's see. I'd pick Captain Price, man, from COD Modern Warfare.
Oh shit.
Just picture the stories, man, and then I'd be like, bro, give me that training, man. Come out looking like a fucking Navy SEAL.
You
When
always
I'm
want
deer
that beard,
hunting.
too. You always want.
Oh,
it. You
dude,
teach
I
everyone
need-
one of those.
I'm doing something wrong, dude. If I come back with that
Clearly.
Captain Price beard, dude. But dude, imagine the stories, the fucking, or like Doom Guy or something like that, Master Chief.
Yeah.
God, somebody like that would be fucking kick ass. I'd go Captain Price though. He's just a fucking badass, dude.
Oh.
Put me through that sniper training he went through in that one COD 4 mission.
Fuck that.
Yeah. With the Barrett.
Yeah, man.
With the 50 cal. I don't know. It's a toss up for me. I was either thinking, you said Master Chief. That'd be dope. I'm sure I can learn fucking a lot from that dude. But I'm also probably the Assassin's Creed main character.
Which one? Isn't
no,
it different in every one?
Yeah, they're different.
Well, the ancestor, the main guy, it's all about. Shit.
Oh, in the earlier ones?
Yeah,
Man,
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name though.
I can't remember his name either. But even just like Assassin's Creed,
Dude, the fucking
general.
one-eyed assassin. Hell yeah, man.
yeah, dude, that'd be fucking dope.
Shit, in
Those
the
guys
last
make it like
podcast.
hide and everything.
In the last podcast, he wanted the blades.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did a
Yeah.
question of like what the best video game weapon you did. Assassin blades.
Moral of the story: we're all coming back as fucking killers, dude.
yeah.
Trained
well,
murderers.
we're all
we
coming
got
to
like a
fuck shit up.
fucking sniper here. We got an assassin, and then just like a fucking
Fucking
God Slayer.
brute.
God Slayer.
That's dope.
Oh shit.
Just a fucking tank.
Priorities.
That's fucking dope. The differences.
With one commonality. We all want to learn how to fucking just slay ass.
Just dope people.
It's a good quality to have.
All right,
Shit, it's a
Cyborg.
fact.
What's your question of the week?
Oh man. All right. So mine's kind of off the wall. It's not really specific to video games, but I'm hoping that y'all are still old enough to be on this. It's what's your favorite board game? And if so, I mean, it can't be a video game that you put like, you can play board games on Xbox and stuff like that. So
I play a lot of board games. I like ones that really make you think. Like, I'll fucking kick anybody's ass at checkers.
yeah.
I'm a checkers champion. I fucking love chess. We were playing chess a little bit. Just because, dude, I mean, there's such a skill gap in chess, and it really like makes you use your brain and,
It's
and
tactical.
think. And,
Yeah.
Have a meal.
Yeah, but I would probably have to go. I had two that I picked just because one of them's more like nostalgic, and one of them that I really really like. But obviously Monopoly, I played that shit with my
I
family.
was gonna say Monopoly.
Game night every night. We always played Monopoly. You know,
Man, that was
screaming,
the
fighting,
most-
crying, board
Yeah.
flipping. You know, all the good stuff that comes with Monopoly.
Man,
you playing
it-
Monopoly, you better be in for the long haul, though.
Yeah.
There was
Well, we
one
would be.
time-
We would put the board out and come back later. Come back the next day.
Dude,
Let
there was
them
one
fix
time
it.
with my cousin and my sister over Monopoly money. I don't know what happened. Oh my god! Like when I tell you the board got flipped, they just started like
Little pieces everywhere.
Like I didn't know, bro. That was the most.
I think we
crazy
may have
Monopoly.
like thrown Monopoly out once or twice. I don't know, or like threatened to throw it out just because it
That's
it
what
was
it
like it gets pretty intense, man. And then the other one that I picked was more that I enjoyed the most, but Risk.
Mm.
We used to play Risk all the time.
That's one I never played.
It's you know very much like chess and checkers, and it's a tactical game. You
It's like crap. It's like I played it on the
it's
played
one of
on
those
my
games you
phone.
can play. Yeah, you played on your
yeah,
phone.
yeah. I
You
played on my
anywhere,
phone.
right?
So
But it's good. It's like, you know, you start out, you know, whatever army you are, whatever nation, you know, you pick your color, and then you start in a certain area of the continent of the world. And, you know, it could be up to 5, 6, 7 people. And
then you
everything's
gotta-
split up on the map, like by territories. So, like, you have to own a territory and put troops in it and maintain your border and just dominate the whole world. And it's
Yeah,
just
you gotta-
basically like a die roll, you know, role based game. So it's no skill necessarily involved. It's just more like tactical where you put your players and where you want to, you know, reinforce things.
it's like the board game version of Civilization almost. So.
Yeah, that's a good way of saying it. I mean, minus all the RPG stuff that goes along with it.
You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb on a board game. It's kind of a board game that I bet none of y'all. It's called Battleground, and you bought it and it came with a whole bunch of pieces. It came with orcs, and then it came with a human team, and it was you had little action figures, and then like almost like little Lego blocks, a castle, and then it came with flags. So you would set up your battlefield, and you had catapults, cannons, and ballistas, and there was like these discs that you would use to shoot them. So the catapult, the cannon, they had like a little piece that you could pull up back that you attached a rubber
Yeah.
band to, and you could shoot. And the way you would win is if you killed all the characters, or if you took down all the flags. There was only like 7 flags, so you would always go for the flags. But you could like move your characters certain spaces each turn. Like the castle had a gate, and if you hit that gate, it would like pop up, and there would be like flames on top, so you couldn't use your castle anymore. Dude, it was so much fun just fucking like launching these discs at each other and trying to like take out all the people's pieces. Dude, it was a fucking blast. I used to play the fuck out of that game with James, and
That's like an
people in the neighborhood.
interactive, way more interactive.
I-
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need some fucking room though, because you're shooting shit at people.
Actually knocking people down.
Yeah,
I
no,
had-
it was.
I was gonna say, like, I had the game. It's not a board game, but since you asked it, like, it wasn't a video game question, I feel like I can answer a board game. Well, not a board game question. You know? Like, do y'all remember, like, it's called Battlefield or something like that, where it's like, or Battleship, something like along those lines.
Battleship. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like I want to say we did it like with a piece of paper, and we like
Oh, yeah,
drew
yeah.
out like our ships on like this random location. And then we would like have the paper like flip it over and then like shade it in real hard, and then if you flip it over, you see if you got a hit or not. Dude, I remember like doing that shit so much like during church and like
Yeah.
passing time with like
You would like mark up the paper so when you
Yeah.
flip it over, you see where you marked it.
Mhm.
Yeah. I've
This
played
sounds
that.
like the ghetto version of Battleship.
dude, it
I
basically
mean,
is.
it's
Yeah.
it basically is, but it's
Hey,
the same
man.
exact thing. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, it's like a grid and everything. That
yeah,
you just
it's so dope. Like
I
I
got-
just remember that.
I got like this advanced.
tic-tac-toe, you know, like when you're a kid and stuff.
I got like this advanced version of Battleship where it's like this briefcase and you fold it down and there's like two sides so y'all sit across from each other.
You got that
It's
electric
all
version.
yeah, it's all electric, so you can like put your ships wherever you want, but you can send in like airstrikes on people and you put in the coordinates and it's like airstrike coming in B4 through B7 or whatever, and you just hear miss, hit, and like sirens start going off. Yeah, man. I wasn't on no paper.
I never had that Battleship.
Dude, could you imagine having that in church? Come on now.
Hit, miss, hit.
But yeah, man, Battleship's always a fucking fun one, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's a good one too. I mean, I played a lot of that when I was a kid as well.
I had this friend Raymond. You could buy Battleship on the 360. But it was like, it wasn't the real Battleship. It was some off-brand one. And it was the dumbest fucking game. Because Battleship, the whole point is not being able to see where the other guy's ships are. And you would literally have to like turn away. Because it would pop up his turn and you could see where everything was and he would do everything. So like you could just sit there and watch and be like, oh. So that's where you're going to put that? Okay. It was the dumbest fucking game. And there was no multiplayer online. So it's not like the main goal was to have online multiplayer. It was only fucking split screen. It was like some old Halo 2 or COD 4 when your friends would come over and you'd get mad at them for like looking at your screen cheat.
Yeah, man.
Like that's what that fucking game was. It was horrible.
That's that original stream sniping.
Yeah.
That's that screen sniping. You look over at your buddy's shit.
All right, guys. So mine's gonna take a little bit of thought. Mine's badass. Okay, takes a little bit of explanation. So let's say when you go to sleep at night.
Fucking essay.
When you go to sleep at night, you get to be teleported, mind, body, and everything into any video game you want. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
And so your whole time sleeping, you're living and breathing in this world. So even if there's bugs and shit, all that shit goes away because it turns into like a real world. If you die, you just go back to normal sleep. And then when you go back to sleep the next day, you respawn back in. So you can keep respawning whatever. You start a brand new save though. So it's like you're reborn again or whatever, right?
Mm.
But when you go to sleep, it's like you're in this world. You get to interact with it. It's like real life, just you're in a totally different universe of whatever game you play. My answer is going to be fucking Skyrim, dude. How badass would... Oh, and you can bring friends in with you if you want. So like if we're going to sleep, if we're going to sleep, I can invite y'all in and we could just go fucking terrorize the town.
Do we have to be in the same bed?
No.
Is this required? Okay, good.
Spooning required.
Best connection.
No.
Yeah. If you want that.
You got to get that LAN connection.
Yes. You got to plug
You gotta-
that in.
You got to get that LAN connection, man.
Oh, shit.
Dude, I'd pick Skyrim. That'd be so badass. I would have to learn like parkour and shit and like really start working out. Because if a dragon came, I would not outrun that shit. I'd be like, but nah, Skyrim would be dope, dude.
You just
It's
like wake up from your dreams like all jacked. Oh, sorry, I've been slaying dragons in my dreams.
Fighting off fucking grizzly bears and shit.
Oh man.
Is that what you got to answer? I kind of got one.
No, you can go ahead. I'm still thinking.
He says Assassin's Creed.
No.
That'd be dope.
Fucking Rust.
Ooh.
That'd be terrifying.
Spawning into like a Dead Rising or like a what is it called? Dead Island.
Dead
Yeah.
Island.
Like each day, like if it could be like a different Dead Rising or a different Dead Island, that would be so dope. Just to, like fucking, because you know like the parkour and shit you can do in like Dead Island, just fucking jumping over shit.
That'd be
Like,
pretty dope.
Dude, that'd be dope.
Either one of them.
Yeah, that'd be...
If it's the Dead Rising zombies, then who cares? But
Oh, okay.
Dude, that'd be kind of like... But the thing about a zombie game is you wouldn't have a lot that you could do. It would be like only survival. Versus like if you had Skyrim or somewhere, you could live a totally separate life. If you wanted to be a fucking farmer and fuck bitches every day at night and go to the pub, you could do that. But in a zombie apocalypse, all you're doing is fucking surviving.
But it'd be like,
Oh, you don't know. There could be other things happening in that zombie apocalypse.
but the fact like you can bring in friends, like say if it's real life Dead Rising, I'll bring you two dipshits with me.
Oh, thank you.
You know,
Thank you.
like the type of chaos that we would call it. Making those fucking like weapons and like fucking cars with like some fucking.
You know what would be cool would be Dead Rising too. Like I said, that'd be cool.
That would be dope.
Bro, GTA would be fun. Just having like
I was gonna say
parallel universe that's still like just as real as it is now, but you could get away with whatever the fuck you wanted to.
Yeah, that would. I see it. I don't know. That would be a good pick, but I also don't know if that would be my cup of tea.
Deep.
Nah, bro. If you're doing something, you might as well go abstract. Something that you could never get. Like,
yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't say Rust because that would just be a nightmare. Just
waking up every day.
waking up to just like, oh man.
And then you better hope your fucking house building skills are up to par.
Yeah, dude. Like, what happens? Like, you know, during the day, do you just start to hear explosions in your head? You're like, I'm getting fucked.
You're like, bro, I gotta go to sleep now. I gotta go to sleep.
I gotta sleep, man. We gotta save the loot. Man, I don't know. Far Cry would be a cool one.
Ooh,
Far Cry would be dope.
I think, but not
Far
just
Cry.
like I don't know if I could choose between a couple of them or like
We go Primal.
I don't know if I would like the most recent, the 5.
Go Primal.
Primal would be dope.
Yeah, I think Primal would be dope. But I probably wouldn't do 5. I'm not that.
Nah,
that
five
storyline,
would be like
where that set is. Like, I don't
nah, man. 5 would be like we could drive 10 hours and live out 5, dude.
yeah.
Like, might as well be like Far Cry 3, where you're on some fucking badass tropical island.
Yeah, that's more what I was thinking too. But Primal would be dope.
Dude, Primal would probably be the best. Like,
Yeah.
dinosaurs, bro.
Yeah.
Well, not really
Mammoths.
dinosaurs, but fucking
Fucking mammoths.
yeah, dude. I've always wanted to kill a mammoth with a fucking spear and then fight off a saber tooth. It's on my bucket list.
It's up there. It's up there. You know, survive the night. It's a bitter cold.
Pick a UFC game so we can just beat the shit out of each other anytime there's beef.
I'll tell you right now, we'll pick NBA up, and me and Tristan will whoop up on you.
Hell
I know
yeah.
you wouldn't have any skill in NBA.
Bro, I can shoot.
Listen,
You got Steph Curry. He's cooking up like.
Look, man,
Chef
the
Curry.
only thing you have going for you, Cyborg, is you're like 17 foot tall.
Dude, that
72, 9 foot
That
tall.
when I gets locked in, you know.
Look, all me and Tristan got to do is wheel in one of those giant industrial fans and your ass is getting blown away. I don't think you have the stability.
Fucking paper guys.
Bro, I could shoot like Dirk though. Watch out. Shooting like Dirk up in here. Never missing.
Hey man, don't test me for a basketball game. I might have to come where you are, Subway.
All right. I got court right outside here. See you on the court.
I'll be the ref.
Yeah, you definitely ain't gonna be dribbling.
Man, I can dribble.
I like your skills in basketball.
coming for you.
I don't know, man.
I do.
Jesus.
Well, I don't know. Defend yourself. What kind of skill do you have?
Man, listen.
I'm
I got drafted, but I turned them down.
Subway,
I hear
you
you.
talking? I'll get them right, and then we'll come over.
Yeah, we'll make a road trip right now. You're not that far away, fucker.
Not now.
We could drive and be there in the morning, sir.
It's snowing out right now, so.
Oh, yeah, I saw your Snapchat. Holy shit, dude. It's snowing in fucking
It was
May.
80. It was 80 degrees yesterday. I got sunburn, and then now it's snowing out right now. Whatever.
Hey, I'll take that snow over this fucking humidity we've been
Oh,
having.
yeah, fuck
Yeah.
that. I'm so glad I'll never deal with that up here. Like, this is as humid as it gets, but it's snowing.
But it's like really dry up there, huh?
Super dry.
Do you have to put on lotion? Do you find yourself having
Oh,
like
yeah,
dry
dude,
skin?
like, we're so close to the sun that
Okay.
it's closer than the sun. It's called the sun. but we're so close that like, and when there's no clouds, it's not really hot. It's like 75 degrees, 80 degrees, but the sun will fry you up and it's just dry everywhere.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's nice still. I'll take it over the humidity any day.
Yeah, the humidity fucking sucks, man. It's been rough.
I wish I could travel like as soon as the weather changes. Like just like fuck that, I'm going to my house.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
You need to become rich.
4 houses in 4 different seasons.
Fucking winter time. Let me go down south.
Hey, man, my random gaming question allows us to do that. All you have to do is go to sleep.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, Skyrim.
apparently.
Skyrim, it's a fucking blizzard every day, so you'll be fine.
Fine.
Turn into a fucking Viking, dude. My only worry is, would you become like into like some kind of psychopath serial killer?
Oh yeah, you would definitely have to.
Because like in Skyrim,
if you couldn't not, like if you had to be there every night, you would definitely lose your mind. Like, it would be
bro,
rough.
like in Skyrim, if somebody like told you something, you just whip out a sword and let's go, bitch. Like, could you imagine carrying that same mentality in real life? Like, I'm just standing at fucking Walmart, I got a rude ass customer, just pull out my pocket knife. What?
What did you say?
Bumps into you.
Yeah.
Like a little baby bumps into you. Off with your head.
Yeah, no, you would definitely you'd be fucked.
Man,
Especially
that'd be
a game
such
that
a-
brutal.
That'd be such a dope thing to be able to do. And I think one day we're gonna have it. I was talking to Cyborg about this. I think it was last week. That I think the future of gaming, in however long it'll take, probably hundreds of years. Well, maybe not that long, but would be like
Hundreds.
to tap into dreams. Cause you think like I got VR, right? And VR is crazy immersive. It's fun, but even in like intense moments, deep down inside, my body knows I'm not dying. Like, this isn't real. But think like when you're having a dream and something happens, like you feel all the emotions. Like your body has no idea this shit isn't real. And then you wake up sometimes and you're like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
Like I had a dream the other day where I was laying in bed and there was just pizzas all around me. Just a fuck ton of pizza. And I was like eating it, living life. And then I woke up wanting some pizza and I realized it wasn't pizza and I was sad, man.
Yeah.
So a game that taps into your emotions.
No,
Like
like they're gonna be able to control your dreams at some point. Whatever triggers dreams and creates them and does, like, I feel like at one point you're gonna be able to wear something, and then when you go to sleep, it's gonna be able to alter that in some way, to where
They can already alter brainwaves.
yeah, to where
That's a
some
part of
way,
You sound like
some
a
way
Black
you can
Mirror-
live stuff out. What'd you say,
Sound like a fucking Black Mirror episode.
bro? It does.
It does.
Bro, we need to figure out this technology. Picture how rich we could be if, like, picture this, Tristan. At night, you go to sleep.
I wouldn't want
you,
to be responsible for that.
you wake
Jesus
up-
Christ.
Yeah, bro.
You wake up, Tristan, and you're in the NBA. You live out your fantasy of being a basketball player until 5 hours later, you come back to reality, and then you're depressed.
And you're not LeBron James.
And you don't have any of that money.
Yeah.
And then you go work to your 9 to 5
Yep.
At Walmart.
at Walmart.
Yeah.
You don't. I think the problem with that though is, like, obviously you would have to do in moderation, because if you think about your normal dreaming and all that stuff when you're sleeping, it wouldn't be, because you would want this to be a vivid experience. You know, you'd want it to be immersive,
Yeah.
and I feel like your brain waves and just your body would be taking a toll for sure.
It'd be interesting to see, like, how that would affect
It
your
would
body.
definitely be experimental in, like, spurts, like, you know, like do 20 minutes worth of it, but
Yeah.
just like anything.
Dude, I fell asleep this morning. So normally I wake up at 5. I'll, like, get ready. It takes me, like, 10 minutes, brush my teeth or whatever. And then I'll go lay back down for a little bit. Well, this morning I did that and I fell asleep. And my dad was, like, trying to wake me up, but I was already dreaming and shit. He was like, did you not get any sleep last night? I was like, dude, I was fucking dreaming, man. Dude, I don't remember what I was dreaming about. So I wonder, even if you had the ability to, like, tap into it and play some kind of fantasy out, if, like, when you woke up, if you would even remember it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, when you think about it, you never remember how a dream starts.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the dreams that you do remember, and this is just theory, like total bullshit out of my ass that I think, but I seriously think, like, the more you dream it over time is when you start remembering. So, like, instead of, you know, oh, I didn't remember my dream. Well, no, you just remember having this dream because you've had it 100 times. So like it's just natural for you, and like when it happens, you remember it. But like newer dreams and things like that, you know, you don't remember.
I heard it was like always good to like write out your dreams too.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like you can literally, there's somebody that like knows what that shit means, like every shit.
Well,
Bro,
go ahead.
I feel like, I don't know. I also feel like if something polarizing happens in a dream, I feel like you also remember that. Like if it gives you some kind of emotion, like the pizza one. Never would have remembered that if I didn't wake up wanting some damn pizza.
Yeah.
Or well, like I had
you gotta think your brain was clearly focused on one thing there.
Yeah. Bro, dreams are such a weird thing. Like I wonder where they grab everything. Cause sometimes your brain like creates a fucking person.
Yeah.
Like you have never seen that. Like I typically are really good at remembering faces. Like I hardly ever forget a face. But then like I'll have a dream and I'll see somebody.
So recognizable.
No
idea who they are.
No idea. Or I'll see somebody that I went to school with in fucking pre-K.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh.
It's weird.
Ever have like deja vu where it feels like you've dreamed it?
Yeah, yes, all the fucking time.
Do you think you dreamed it for real, or do you think?
Dude, I don't know. It's weird, bro.
I think deja vu has not been dreams alone, but like I've had straight up deja vu where I've had the exact things happen, the exact same scenarios play out.
Bro, I feel like it's so weird. I feel like our brains tell ourselves like, "Oh, you dreamed that."
Yeah,
like you dreamed that shit. That shit happened.
Dude, it's fucking weird, bro.
It's
I feel like
weird.
I don't know, man. That's where you hear like all these people talking about hallucinogens and stuff like that, where Joe Rogan talks about a lot, where he what's it called, the like the CBD stuff and all that stuff, where he takes it and it like takes you into this other thing, and you have like these giant groups of people that all see the exact same thing. So like our brains have an ability to speak to something that we can't fully like really tap into.
Understand.
Yeah. So, dude, eventually we're gonna figure out what the fuck's going on, and dude, it's crazy to think about.
Like 101, please.
Yeah.
Dude, which one's gonna have it first? Are we gonna figure out our minds first, or what's in the fucking ocean?
Neither. Both of those would be long gone before they ever figure that shit out.
Is it like we're only like 15% of the ocean or something like that?
Would you rather
probably only known 50% of the brain too?
Would you rather explore the ocean and know exactly what's in our ocean? Because for all we know, there's a fucking megalodon out there.
There's got.
Or would you rather explore space?
I'd go space.
Space, 100%.
You're talking about the universe, right? Not just the galaxy.
Yeah. Or the galaxy. Galaxy's fucking massive.
Beyond, man.
Man, I'm going to the universe if I'm exploring space.
Yeah.
If it's just like the galaxy, give me the ocean because it's here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about like we're doing it. I'm talking about like somebody else is doing it. We're just getting all the information.
I mean, say if you could do it without dying.
I mean, even if you did it,
that would be ideal.
Even if you did it.
Why wouldn't you want to?
Why wouldn't I want to?
Yeah.
Think of how long it would take you just to get to the fucking moon and back. We're talking years. Now go like to the edge of the fucking the Milky Way and come back, dude. You're gonna come back and you're gonna be like 80, and then you're not gonna be able to walk right because of the way fucking
You're the one experiencing this shit.
Yeah. Try to tell me about that. 1,500 light years away, bud. You're gonna be lonely. Floating around with all your fucking cum socks.
I would think if we're going that far in space, we have the technology to get back.
Have you seen Martian, dude?
I mean, I'm just saying.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It'd be dope. Have you seen that new thing with well, it's not really new. It happened a couple years ago where they wanted contestants to go to a one-way mission to Mars.
Yep.
Apparently they picked. They picked people.
They picked them.
Would you fucking do that? Would you take a one-way mission to Mars to try to start a colony?
I think I would need to be way less of a life, like no family,
in my 40s.
Like just nothing going for me or something. I'm not saying that's how those people are. They're probably doing it for noble reasons too, but I wouldn't have a noble reason. I'd be like, you want to do it for humanity, go ahead. But
Dude.
Not me.
yeah, that's rough, dude. I mean, that's just like everything you see is like the last time you're gonna see it. It's just, like everything you pass. in
Everything.
space,
Literally
like,
everything.
Like, oh, never gonna see that again because I'm one way in it.
Dude, everything. Even the littlest things you take for granted on Earth that you would never even think of is gone, dude.
Gone.
Like, if you get a cold up there, you're fucked.
What if you even get there and it's like, like, okay, we can get on land and we can walk around, sure.
Or what if what happens there? Or like what if you just starve to death? That would be my biggest fear. Like if I died and like froze in space, okay. Died in a fiery explosion, okay. But if I starved to death on Mars,
Yeah, there's no.
that'd be just fucking awful. I'd be like, oh my god, like I made a terrible choice. Who let me come here?
Could you imagine? Could you imagine being on Mars and seeing fucking aliens though?
Oh, I mean,
And you're fucked. At least if I see an alien in Earth,
you're
I
not gonna
have
be able to tell
7
one.
I have 7 billion people that can help back my ass up. If you see an alien on Mars, dude, you're fucked. You're in their fucking world, dude.
Dude, even if one alien came over here, man, I wouldn't even know what would happen to us. I feel like, do you believe like something's out there watching us now?
I don't think anything's watching us.
Watching, but I think there's some other stuff.
But they're 100% there's shit out there, dude.
Yeah, 100%.
I want to know what the other shit is, dude.
Dude, it's crazy.
I always think about like what's on like the farthest reach of the end that are trying to come to our end. If you like think about that, because I mean, obviously, like
there could be somebody.
I don't
like,
know.
The next galaxy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know anything about the galaxies and whatnot, but you would have to think that other civilizations are either as far as us or close or further or something.
They say that space is constantly expanding because you got to think light's constantly moving, and the rate of light it just keeps. And then there's theories that there's other universes, dude.
The space time, like,
dude. I used to fucking like do like heavy ass research on like black holes and shit.
Mm-hmm. You saw that picture, right?
What picture?
You saw the first picture of a black hole?
Oh yeah. They just took a picture of a black hole.
The very first time. Yeah, you need to look it up. It's nothing spectacular, but it's actually the first ever photo of a black hole.
There's this guy on YouTube called Let Me Know, and he does like these informative, like he'll put a topic and he does these badass breakdowns of like any given topic. Well, he also has this top 10 series where he does like top 10 facts or whatever. And he started out doing them about like video games, where he would do like Battlefield and tell you the history of Battlefield, and or Fallout, tell you all the lore behind it and things like that. Well, he has this one called Top 10 Space Facts, and it's like his, by far, one of his biggest series. And dude, some of the shit you hear in there is mind blowing. Yeah. Like think of like satellites, right? Mm-hmm. Or like all the like debris in space. You wouldn't even consciously think about it, but apparently it is a huge issue that we have so much debris floating around our planet that one day we won't even be able to leave it.
Yeah.
Because a little paint chip going as fast as it goes around the Earth can shatter a car windshield. Just a little flake of paint.
Yeah. You know what they're going to start doing? Start blowing those things out into the fucking beyond. Yeah. It's sad to think about, but I mean...
we live it everywhere.
But this whole planet's a greedy son of a bitch. Like,
but they one of the facts that was really fucking fascinating, that like it's hard to comprehend the distance, but apparently you can take the Earth and put it in between each of our planets and still have hundreds of thousands of miles in between.
Yeah.
That is insane, dude. How much fucking shit's out there. We're not even a speck. We're not even a grain on a fucking beach. Mm-mm. There has to be something out there. I refuse to believe that we're like the only thing out there. Now we could be the only intelligent life out there.
Hell no.
Like we could
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Dummies.
But But
One of the fucking dumbest.
bro, dude, even on Earth, they speculate that like I was reading something where they found life that went back like 15,000 years ago or something, like new signs of life, and some scientists think that like the Egyptians and stuff, like one of the guys, I can't remember his name, he was on the Joe Rogan podcast and he was breaking it down like we've had multiple extinction events that happened while humans were alive on Earth. Like we didn't totally go extinct, but a lot of us like the Egyptians and stuff, things like that. Because like when you look at all of our buildings, if something happened, all of our buildings would be gone. Like they're not built to last for a while. But look at that fucking pyramid.
Yeah.
That bitch ain't going nowhere, dude.
Yeah. Just fucking mound of rock.
Like I would love to be able to like be a fly on the wall and see how the fuck they built that and what life was like back then. The technologies and shit.
Tell you how they built it.
Yeah,
A lot of dead people. It's fucked up how they built that shit.
Dude, it would be crazy to see.
Yeah.
Dude, I think it really just starts off as like a pile, like rectangular bricks, like all the way up, and then they kind of just smooth it out. It's slave work, a lot of slave work.
Yeah, for sure.
It would be fucking badass to watch. Or like, you know these big battles they have on like Game of Thrones? Or like the Vikings and shit? Dude, I would love to go back and watch like one of these massive fucking wars. I bet it would be like definitely.
Alexander the Great, or like
yeah.
Battle of Troy, or Attila the Hun. That's just
God.
the decimation they caused.
Wars are so boring now. You just blow shit up.
Throw missiles at each other.
Easy, just fucking buttons.
You just pull a trigger and fucking somebody dies far away.
Used to be that you had to chop
Have
20
skill.
people guys' head off. Or die.
Yeah.
Man.
Different time.
Dude, we got way off topic here.
Yeah, this is a gaming podcast, by the way.
By the way, renaming is now a Psych 101 class.
But these are some like dope fucking ideas we have here though. Like, dude, I wish we learned about like the cool shit like this in school, cause then I would want to learn. But like when we're talking about space in school, it's always like the boring shit that nobody gives a fuck
touch
about.
on it for like 2
seconds.
Like, okay, well, back to
yeah. Well, you also know that curriculum is like that's the problem with schools.
Yeah.
It's like curriculum. It's never updated correctly. It's never you're never getting the newest stuff constantly.
No.
Dude, this is gonna sound so dumb to y'all. Like I noticed, like literally before we started, I watched this like the Kanye SNL with Jimmy Kimmel like interview, and he actually said something like so like he was actually talking a bunch of good stuff on there, which is like kind of because it was my first time watching it. But he was like, we focus so much on the past, like we don't know what to do in the future. So it's like they teach us about history, you know, but like never how to prepare for the future, never what to expect, never how to, you know, like adjust to like what's coming.
Right. They don't teach you real world experience. They teach you here's what happened. Good luck.
Yeah.
It's
Not
like,
how to apply it.
no.
Yeah. I mean, it would be like, think of how dope it would be if like, okay, your economy is changing. This is what to expect. What are y'all gonna do? And then teach us like what the fuck we're supposed to do.
Yeah. I feel like now more than ever.
What's gonna happen when these fucking baby boomers about to die, bro? I don't fucking know.
I don't fucking know.
No.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, man. I feel like a lot of people, especially in my generation, me and Tristan's, even I guess cyborgs, really.
Right there with us.
Like
I'm a millennial.
Like when we get out of high school, we're just like fucking like lost, man. We don't know what the fuck to do. Like you go to college, you just pick a generic degree. You might not even really know
what all that entails.
Yeah. Like really, you're going to college for that piece of paper. Like right now, I'm in college going for my classes, but there's no like light at the end of the tunnel for me. There's not like a career I have in mind. There's a piece of paper.
And there's like there's a thing too, like even if you get that piece of paper saying that you're majoring this or something, it's not a guarantee that you're gonna get the job that you just studied 4 years for.
No.
4 years of work experience is better than 4 years of schools.
Exactly.
I mean, companies will tell you that. if you don't have experience working in the field that they're in or what it is that they're doing, and you could have a degree that applies. I mean, may not be the specific. Obviously, like a medical degree is pretty specific, but you could have like a business degree and you could be trying to go into fucking business, whatever it may be, retail or something. But 4 years of experience being a manager in retail is going to get you a lot further than, some sort of business degree.
It's tough, man. It's a tough world we live in. That's
They
why
need
we
to
need to do a
start. They need to
podcast.
start doing well. This is a gaming podcast. Let's remember, guys.
Hey,
Yeah,
we are
yeah.
educators out there. Listen to this.
Well, here, let's try to get back on topic with gaming. I did want to talk about Days Gone. So Days Gone came out Friday. Have you watched anything on it, Tristan or Cyborg?
I've been watching guy, the Rad Brad.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. I saw he's always like one of the first people that post shit. Yeah, I watched a little bit on it. I was gonna buy it, man, but the problem is like, dude, I got so many games I want to play right now.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I'm working. I have school right now. I'm playing games with y'all. I'm focused. Like I'm trying to focus on the podcast and get stuff recorded for this, rather than. And then I'm trying to watch Game of Thrones right now. It's like, dude.
Here's the thing, man, and this is the motto I live by with the games. It's that game will always be there. You're
Exactly.
not gonna just be like, I don't like it, delete it. Like,
And it's a single player game, so I'm not
Like,
losing anything.
you got plenty of time.
Yeah.
I mean, half the games I have in my are never brand new. The only one that was bought brand new was Risk of Rain. Like
And that
that's
worked
the
out for them.
newest. Yeah, but I mean, other than that, everything else has just been out. I wait for price drops. I mean, you really want to see what the game could become too.
Well,
Days
let me
Gone
tell you,
looks
the
dope,
game
though.
looks fucking phenomenal. The loading
Yeah.
screens look like fucking total shit, and they break the immersion 100%.
Yeah,
Because I've been watching, I haven't watched too much because I do want to buy it, and I plan on buying it. So I didn't want to spoil a whole lot. But I watched, I don't know, about an hour and a half or so. And dude, the game, what you expect from PlayStation exclusives, fucking gorgeous.
yeah.
Voice acting's on point. The gameplay and everything looks fucking great, but the loading screens, man, like you'll be in this intense moment, and then you take
Isn't it a fractional loading screen? Yeah. Okay.
you'll like take a step forward, and then it just goes to a black screen, the little
Yeah.
spinning logo, and it lasts for like fucking 30 seconds.
So they don't.
It's like
have-
me loading into Escape from Tarkov, dude. Like it takes
That's
so
a fucking
long.
infinity.
It's weird after you like finish a mission too, how the screen cuts off black.
Mhm.
I feel like that should be like a thing. Just like after you finish the mission, just fucking put like it in like clear so you can just like keep on going.
Yeah.
You could put something there, like even if it's just like putting like a little blur over your current like character
Yeah.
or whatever, something. But no, it's just a fucking black screen. Like they couldn't come up with anything.
black screen
Feels
in the
like you beat a
circle.
fucking level in Mario.
They could have put the fucking game art right there and cycled through like every other game ever. No, let's just go black screen.
Yeah.
It's like your fucking monitor broke every half an hour.
And apparently, it's pretty frequent. Like their
Yeah.
map. I mean,
Yeah,
I get
no.
why they do it. Fractional loading helps the memory and the performance of the game, but that's just annoying.
It's very immersion breaking. But other than that, man, the game looks fucking phenomenal. The zombies look so fucking dope. I want a survival game, dude, with those type of zombies.
Yeah.
They got like the kind of I Am
Waves.
Legend zombies.
Yeah.
You put a flashlight on them, they like hide and cower down, and
Yeah.
dude, it looks fucking. It's like I Am Legend. It's a video game.
Yeah,
It's
I was-
fucking
another like zombie game that just came out, World War Z.
yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty sure we talked about this.
Yeah, we
like,
talked
it's
about it a
good
little
game
bit.
for us. Like all
Mhm.
of us get it because I looked at it. I watched the rabbit play it like on his own.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, this is a piece of shit, man. Why the fuck do I buy this for fucking $40? And then I watched Shroud play it with like J9 and like fucking everybody. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, what the fuck is
It's
this?
a lot of fun.
Well, see, that's a problem a lot of games do, and it's tough when you put yourself in that position where you buy a game meant to be played with friends. 'Cause like a good example is Evolve. Evolve came out many years ago, and if you had a group of people, like I played the beta with all my friends, it was a fucking blast, man. Had a ton of fun. But that's never a game that I would want to go and hop in with a whole bunch of fucking random people. Like you wouldn't get. So I just never bought it. I never played it because I knew I wasn't gonna have that group of friends that would constantly play the game, and it definitely wasn't gonna be worth the $60 for me. Another one is that Friday the 13th game that.
Oh yeah.
I bought that for $5 with my friends.
Yeah, like with friends,
alright,
I'm
we
sure
all
it
get
would. With friends, I'm sure it'd be a ton of fun, and I get why like streamers and stuff play it because it's a fun ass game to watch, and if you have friends, it's like this dope experience and it's fun to play.
Yeah.
But
if you're not,
I'm not gonna
with any of the
solo.
people-
But like solo queuing with randoms, I just don't think it would have that same. I don't think it'd be that much fun. It's
Yeah,
like
they went on sale for like $5. It was,
yeah, and I still didn't think it was worth it, dude.
nah, it's worth $5.
Like
friends got it.
like y'all remember Gary's Mod
Yeah.
where you had like Trouble in Terrorist Town and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Amazing game with friends. They have a VR version that's called Pavlov.
Oh
And,
yeah.
I got it for VR. I was watching videos on it. It looked like a ton of fun. Until you get into a game. And you're like trying to do like the whole role player thing where you're like just trying to have fun, enjoy it, and make it into like an experience, right? And then you have some 3-year-old fucking laugh and just shoot you in the face for no reason. Even though I'm not a terrorist, neither is he. I'm like, yo, bro, what's up? You know where the terrorist is? Da, 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 da. Bam! And I'm just like, all right, bro, come on. This ruins the whole point of the fucking game, dude. It's like shit like that. Like a core group of friends be fucking fun. Like I met this one guy playing. It's called Jailbreak, where you spawn into a prison, and then you're either the guards or you're the prisoners, and the guards as prisoners you're trying to do these tasks, but they have like these little hidden gems where you can collect these items on the side and turn it in, and it might give you like a shank or it might give you like a gun or something. You got to figure out a place to hide it and stuff. And I met this dude, and we were like trying to break out together. And dude, we got so close. We like broke out. We're on the home stretch fucking running. And they're fucking chasing us with them fours just blasting. They end up getting us. Well, the next round, he spawned in as an officer. And I was still an inmate. And they have like this inmate program where they can like promote you to an officer kinda. So he like promoted me and I was like the big shot. Like, dude, it was so much fucking fun. And I went AFK or something to eat. And then when I came back, I was like, hello. I was trying to find them. And they were in the boxing ring. And I was like, bro, let me in that shit, man. So I got in the boxing ring with some guy that's been whooping ass or whatever. And then my friend came in, the officer, and he was like, Pitbull, is that you? I was like, bro, it's me, bro. And then he's like, fight this motherfucker, fight. Dude, so we just started, and it was like the most fucking like goofiest fight, because you're not like fighting like you think, like you envision it to. You're just like fucking just walking around, just fucking flailing around, and I end up beating him, dude. And somebody's in the background like playing the Rocky theme song, dude. And I'm just like, yeah. My friends cheered, dude. Like shit like that's fun with friends, man. But like,
yeah,
with
you wouldn't
random,
have gotten that.
with like random people, dude, it can be hard, dude. Because some people just like, there's always that one person that likes to fuck everything up.
It's a real cold world out there, and
It's like
a lot of people.
man.
A lot of those people play video games.
A lot.
As Kevin Hart said on your Joe Rogan
Yeah.
comedy, this is always that contrarian.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Always want to be the contrarian.
Yeah. So games like that, man, you're always stuck between a rock and a hard place. And there's a lot of like great FPS games that don't have bots. That's another thing. That's a pet peeve of mine. There are a ton of early access games that are like a CS:GO or something like that, where they have a lot of potential, but they don't have the marketing budget to reach out for anything. So you end up buying it, and there's like 5 people day one, and there's no bots.
Yeah.
So it's like by day 2, you're just walking around a map. Versus if you have bots, at least you have a way to still play the game.
Yeah.
While they try to build the player base, and just little stuff, man. little stuff in video games matter the most.
We've talked about that before.
Dude,
Tellem.
I stand by that, bro. It's the little things in a video game that are going to take it from a good game to a great game to amazing game to a fucking favorite game of all time.
Amazing game to mostly positive.
And then mostly to overwhelming. Like, little
You know, I
things,
saw
man.
Rust had that rating.
What, overwhelming?
Let me check it again. I think it was mostly.
Oh, I was going to say, there's no way Rust has overwhelmingly
No,
positive.
not overwhelming. Yeah, mostly on their recent, and then all reviews very positive.
Yeah.
So, a little step up in the direction. I
Rust
definitely
is-
wouldn't rate it that way.
I'd probably rate it. I'd probably rate it
I rate it up
mostly or overwhelmingly. But Rust is a hard one to like accurately get ratings because you're always gonna have the
Yep.
Jameses that hop in, that watch some fucking role player video, and then you hop in and you just run into people like me or any other toxic people that just fucking shit on you the whole wipe and take all your shit, and then it's like this horrible experience. When it's just part of the game, man. Everybody starts off bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah.
Triston didn't quite have that experience because he hopped straight into a clan with us, but dude, like
Yeah.
starting out by yourself with no friends, just solo. Like I remember the first time I played solo, or I was playing with a friend. Me and him got it day one, and we built a base, and it was thatch. We didn't have all the materials to upgrade it, so half of it was wood, half of it was thatch, and it was nighttime, and we're in there with the campfire, and we hear people run by, so we turn the campfire off, crouch, and they shoot down the wall. So we just take off running, and they down us. I'm like, bro, I just got rust, man. I don't know what's going on. So he revived me. He's like, you just got rust? You just got rust? I was like, yeah. He shot me to the face. He was like, welcome to Rust, bitch.
Yep, that's it.
Like, that is fucking Rust. And you just got to bear with it. Ride that fucking wave. And there's a lot of games out there. Tarkov, I guarantee you that would have pretty bad reviews on Steam. It would be like positive, mostly positive.
Yeah, but
Because
you know
it's
there'll be
such
lot
a
of-
crazy game. Crazy difficult game to get into. It's not for the faint of heart.
No.
Dude, you fucking that one taps on there, fucking heart will literally jump out your chest.
Oh, it's so satisfying though. The only thing that can make it more satisfying is throw the rust headshot in there.
The crunch.
Rust headshot. Oh, the little
Crunch sound.
Dude, I was playing when I was testing the recordings before me and Cyborg started really get into it. I was just doing pistol runs on factory, trying to make sure all the settings were good and everything. And there was this geared guy, fully geared. He had a helmet, but he had no face shield. And he was running down the third story factory in hallway, and I was in the money room. And I just peeked real quick, hip fire, and you could see the fucking sparks of the bullet just bounce off the top of his helmet. A centimeter lower, I would have been fucking juiced. But not, man.
You couldn't put it like that Keter that you did in the video?
Oh, man.
You were destroying folks out that doorway.
Bro.
He just like peeked out and hip fired. Just
Bro, something
headshot.
about me and that Keter, man. We have a special bond. The last clip in that video,
Yeah.
I don't. It was fucking
Shot.
crazy, man. That
I gotta-
Keter is.
I gotta improve my aim on there.
You're telling me.
Mine's not bad. I
Have
don't
you
think
watched the
mine's
video
terrible.
yet?
I saw it.
Yeah.
You know what I think? You know what I think your issue is, Cyborg? In watching the video, I figured that you never aim for the head. Every time you're aiming, you're always center
Yeah.
mass. Even when people are coming, dude, I'm always aiming for the face.
I was like that way the first time too. I was fucking.
That's
It's-
a habit I have for just being, you know,
In
like
gaming, it
just like,
it takes
enemy.
a long time to like learn that.
yeah,
Just because every other game you've ever played, it's always might as well aim center
just
mass.
didn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, and then I fucking walked in factory with like a shotgun. And he's like, just fucking aim for the legs. So I start tearing up this dude's legs. He fucking walks off. Now I'm like, okay, this is some bullshit. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm headshots or no shots. Like this ridiculous.
Headshots or no shots work unless they have fucking crazy helmets on, and then you're fucked.
They're gonna have to.
Yeah. At that point, you got to get what right here?
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, me and Cyborg have the fucking darnest luck on factory. When we do like pistol runs, just to make a little bit of money or have a little bit of fun, get warmed up, we run into the most geared people you can fucking imagine. When we're fucking geared, we run into the least geared people you could fucking imagine. Just a whole bunch of nakeds with fucking like a little pistol or nothing at all.
Wasting your time.
Yeah. It's like, man, I didn't even pay for my ammo.
Oh yeah, because you're over there worrying about money.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm fucking broke.
I'm talking to
It's hard out here for a pimp.
Talking to two broke bitches.
Mhm.
Look, Cyborg, if you didn't die all the fucking time, we can
Well,
make it out with
clearly
some
that-
loot.
Clearly, that has a lot to do with it. Look, I'm
Bro.
working on getting in, staying alive, and getting out.
Yeah.
Just-
Don't forget
I,
about
you know, if I can get some kills, if I can get some loot, great. But I need to stay alive.
You
Like-
need to learn to stay in cover, and when you're getting shot at, get to cover. Not like get shot at and just start panic spraying everything, dude.
Look, man, it's just instinct, you know. I mean, what are you gonna do? I'm out in the middle of the open. I thought for sure I was dead, so I just went. Ah!
Looking
shot.
back, you probably could have laid down and survived that.
Definitely, hindsight 2020, because
Yeah.
I could have ran just to the left where you were and been out of his sight.
Yeah. It was
I
fucking.
turned around and ran the complete opposite way.
That's what's so cool about making these videos the way we do, is being able to see all of our perspectives.
Yeah.
Like the customs where we were sniping the fucking hacker. I'm calling him a hacker. So we're like watching these guys run around with sniper rifles, and out of nowhere Cyborg shoots. So I'm thinking he's shooting at the fucking guy we're watching. Because before that, I'm like, Cyborg, you get a shot, fucking take it, right? Don't hesitate to ask or anything like that. Fucking take it. And then come to find out, I'm watching the video. Cyborg gets shot at, jumps because he's fucking scared and just panic fires a round off. It's
know
like
what?
shit like that you would never know if you didn't
No.
get all the perspectives. So getting all the
Yeah, without a
perspectives
doubt.
are
I was
You
like
know-
zoomed in on his buddy, and all I see is like this flash from my right side where the bullet,
Mhm.
like I guess, hit the ground. Like I don't know how he didn't kill me. I mean, I wasn't moving. I was just laying down. And
he had
shot
that
right below
Cyborg
me.
accuracy, man.
Apparently. And as soon as that shit hit, like what I was trying to do was try to stand up, and I just hit every button. Like I hit shift, click, W. I was just hitting it all, trying to get out of there. But yeah,
Dude, I get that way when I'm getting shot and your leg gets busted. And you're like trying to like figure out why you can't sprint and shit because your fucking leg's broken and you're just stuck out in the
yeah,
open.
did you see me with that problem on the internet?
Yeah,
That
dude.
pissed me off, man. I'm like,
Dude, it's rough. Nothing pisses you off more in a video game than not being able to move
sprint.
the way you should be able to move. Like
Leg shots.
Rust, even Escape from Tarkov has this problem. When you fucking hit that space bar and your character doesn't fucking jump.
Because you've exhausted your energy.
But even Rust, dude, sometimes Rust just does it to fucking troll me, I feel like, man.
Yeah. Well,
God.
Rust, I used to hate like when, and this has changed a lot. I mean, Rust is a totally different game now, but when the food used to be such a terrible issue, dude.
Oh, man.
You used to spawn into a map and die 10 times from starvation before you can even get started.
Back when you
When
used
you
to have
get
to farm
dehydrated-
bears.
Yeah. Or like when you got dehydrated and you couldn't run. Oh, just kill me now. Like, kill me, watch my body. I'll respawn on the other side of the map. I don't care.
Oh, you think that's a problem? You should play DayZ with me and Tristan.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, good
Fuck the
times.
PvP. You're fighting your hunger.
The
Dude,
whole
how
time.
many PvP battles did we get into?
Not very many. Not
Probably
very
like
many.
Five or less. In like 10 hours.
You can tell, like, I feel like DayZ is one of those games that didn't age very well. Like, when DayZ was a top dog and that's all you had to worry about, like, some of the core mechanics wasn't that big of an issue. But now you have all these other survival games. It's like, add a fucking map, dude. An in-game map that everybody has. What? It's not even like the shit's in English. So you're like, oh, you're on Main Street? Okay. No, the shit's in another language. And there's no in-game map. So me and Tristan have to pull something up on our phones or something like that. And then we have to You have to look at like a
Guess
road.
where you are.
You have to look at like a road sign and try to figure it out. And the map's not small. So then you have to get to each other. But if you sprint, your hunger goes down even faster than what it normally does. And and the loot spawns are so fucking like hard to come by. And dude, it is a pain in the ass. The gunfights make it all worth it. Because you get super intense because it takes you 10 hours to find that one pistol and that one bullet you have. So it makes
bugs though are a different breed. Oh my god.
The Xbox version
different breed.
Crazy. Oh my god. Don't even get me started on the inventory on the Xbox version.
Oh my god.
Bro, you'll get a backpack that says you can hold 50 slots worth of stuff. And then you put 20 slots in there. Your backpack's full. Can't put anything in there. It's full. Fuck the other 30.
It says 21 out of 50. Nah.
But full.
Yeah, full. Or like, and it's the most annoying if you get full while you have something in your hand. Because you can't get rid of it. So like if you have a handgun in your hand, or if you have an axe in your hand and you see somebody and you need to switch to your gun, you're fucked. Because there's no quick way to drop it. You gotta like go to your inventory, you gotta discard it and do all this. Which on console isn't a quick process at all.
It's even harder.
It is, dude, it was so fucking frustrating.
Yeah.
And
DayZ
then
was literally one of those games right at the right as I bought Rust, right before I bought Rust. I was about to buy DayZ. And it was pretty much a toss up between those two that I wanted to try out.
well, you picked a good
Definitely
choice.
glad I went with Rust.
We literally wanted to love it so bad.
Yeah.
Dude,
well,
me
that
and
was my
Tristan
thing,
were
watching video on it and but
Because they cut out every fucking boring part of it.
They cut out the 28 hours it took them to find that Coke can.
32 hours of footage and 1 hour is all they used.
Like they've updated it and it is a much better game now. But dude, it's just missing so many like basic mechanics. One, this goes for every survival game ever, unless it's the main focus of it. If you have a survival game that's built around PvP, like DayZ, Rust, whatever, I do not want to have to worry about my food and water every 10 seconds.
It can be an aspect. It can be in there.
Yeah.
But like,
don't make it a priority.
Life or death. Like shit.
Don't make it like. I don't want to have to constantly be worried about where I'm gonna get my next apple, where I'm gonna get my next fucking food source or water or anything like that. Like it is the most infuriating thing to be super geared out, but just not being able, especially when you have a game that's built around like RNG where it randomly spawns shit. Mm-hmm. So you go into 10 houses on DayZ and instead of a Coke can, it's fucking a box of nails. And then you have other people that could have also just came in and taken that loot. Like, so you can just get stuck where you're right behind, 5 minutes behind a player that's in front of you that's already looted everything. Like, it's just so infuriating. And then DayZ doesn't have a map. They don't have like an easy way to get with friends and stuff like that. And it's like, DayZ is not the game that it used to be. Where like used to everybody was playing it. So it was like, it was fun to learn the map. You were constantly running into people and things like that. Now, DayZ isn't that game. You need to bring in new players. Make changes to it. Your server is like 60 people. And probably the biggest map on any survival game.
Reach.
It's fucking insane. Nighttime. It's like Rust. It's like Rust nighttime. And it's not short. It's fucking long as hell. Like when me and Tristan were playing on Xbox, if it was night, we left and joined a different server.
Yeah.
Because DayZ on console, and it's not like this on PC. I don't know why they have it on console. But it's fucking weird. Like some servers you can't even join. But your character transfers every server. So it's like me and Tristan would go to like Berezino in the military section. And that's where everybody goes. Because it spawns like M4s, it spawns good gear. But everybody just hops to different servers. So you're literally running there. And then me and Tristan just had a fucking team just spawn in front of us. And it's just this all-out insane war. Only to have another team spawn in.
Yeah.
And the thing about it, that they'll be looted like the fucking fully geared people just looting the same shit over and over and over. So if you're like, This is my first time even hitting up the military camp. But guess what? Somebody else is jumping in that server now, fully geared out, looking for another fucking weapon as you have a fucking knife or axe.
Yeah, I don't. It's a good feature, being that their servers are so ass that
But
like
you shouldn't
servers.
hop in the same spot. Just
No, like servers are constantly like going up, going down. Half of them you couldn't join
closing
and
out.
stuff like that. Yeah, so it was a pain in the ass. But if their servers were like perfect, like dude, that's such a stupid feature. It's like Rust, man. You join a server, you're on that server. I can't hop to a different server and take my base and everything with me. Just keep doing that shit. God, man.
That shit was terrifying.
Get your shit together, game developers.
Game developers.
So out of touch with reality.
Oh.
I don't know who makes these stupid decisions.
Well,
Hire me and Triston.
you
We'll
know
get
they're
your
gonna
game
change
back
it,
on track.
'cause apparently, you have that power now.
Well, you know what? It's about fucking time. I'm making a difference. Dumbass games.
Ugh.
You had a giant. You had the Call of Duty of survival games. And now you still have the Call of Duty of survival games because it's ass now.
It's still the Call of Duty.
God.
Background music to that, some little cheer up music, and it just
Yeah.
fucking cuts off.
Just some sad violin now. Moment of
You played,
silence.
You played Ark, Pitbull?
No, another stupid game. Who rides T-Rexes, man?
Oh, I'm about to. I downloaded that shit.
No.
About
Fuck
to
that
figure it
game,
out.
man.
No.
And the Atlas, bro.
That game
I
lasts
never
like
tried
5
that.
minutes.
Yeah, 'cause it's
saw
a
it
shit
popped
game.
up and then
It's a fucking... Bro, you can go into the settings and see the loading menu for Ark. It's literally an asset flip. That was worse.
Yeah.
God, man. Dave, hire me. Hire the Sitting Ducks crew, man.
I think we're gonna need to cut this short. You gotta calm him down. Get some ice.
Bro,
Cut to a quick
bro,
commercial break
it
here.
fucking pisses me off that people don't... Like, if you're a game developer, be in touch with your fucking community, man. It's
Yeah,
like,
most good
what's
developers
that?
do fucking listen.
The Culling, dude. A perfect
my God.
example of a game that was on top, that ruined itself. Ruined. Like, they just went out of business, man. Because they're
Damn.
fucking stupid. But no, the
Fuck
Ark, I'll admit, the Ark is a good game. It's just not my cup.
I'm gonna give it a try. I mean, I haven't
I'd be down.
even really. I mean, I've watched some gameplay footage on it, but I think it's gonna be more like one of those games that I'll probably jump in with Leif on since he's got it
Yeah.
and just play it for that. Almost like that Rust factor where you just go in and just fuck around.
I will say Ark's probably a good game. I haven't played a whole lot of it. I have a thing for dinosaurs. And if
Oh,
you had
They
the
will fuck
ability
you up, I'll tell you
to
that.
tame and ride a dinosaur, I will not play your game. Like, okay, here's my... And I hate this about a lot of
You
games.
can ride the turtles.
I
You
hate
don't
that
have to
there's
have
a...
dinosaur.
I hate that there's like a threshold to where once you pass that threshold, the game becomes like you don't have to worry about dying anymore. Like Ark, you live in
it
a
turns
fucking
into-
world of dinosaurs. There should never be a point where you can just walk out of your base and be comfortable.
Yeah.
Versus you can ride T-Rex, you can hop on a pterodactyl and
I'll tell
just
you right
fly.
now, the very beginning of it, and I've only played 2 hours maybe. Like I just started it up and kind of jumped in to see what it felt like. And it feels good, it plays good, but like I died 10 times
hmm
in those 2 hours. Just like I mean, it's brutal in the beginning. 'Cause I
Yeah,
was
that
just
was...
getting fucked on by dinosaurs left and right, piranhas. Like I step too close to the water and piranha bites your fucking leg off. Like it's pretty brutal. I think though you're right. It gets to a certain point where like don't they have like guns and shit in that game too? And
Yeah,
you
they...
know, so I mean it's not it's not a true survival in that sense. I feel like, but
Well, it's like Rust, and I mean this is a little different because players are what you worry about in Rust.
yeah,
But like Rust, there's never a point where you're comfortable, hardly ever. Like
Yeah.
I could think of maybe once or twice or a handful of times where we were where we like took over the whole server, and we were like top dogs, so we got kind of comfortable. But there's still always that threat of some dude just farming up silently, and then as soon as you get offline, bam, you're out. But it's like, dude, Ark, it's a fucking game built around surviving in a world of dinosaurs.
Yeah.
And you can get to a point where you're not worried about dying to fucking dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Like, I can't get behind that. I played.
I haven't made it to that point. I'll tell you that.
Now, I will say.
They die
I'm
by
hoping,
dinosaurs.
I'm hoping to get there soon, though.
I will say I've watched a lot of it. But I haven't played nearly as much of it. I played a few hours on the console version, never picked it up on PC. And the only reason I played on console version is because they gave you like a free trial that you could play. So I haven't played it and experienced it firsthand, but dude, I just hate the idea of being able to tame a dinosaur and get to the point where the game no longer becomes.
Fat ass can stay on the beach. I'm gonna be riding that pterodactyl through the skies.
I just hate that you can get past a certain threshold and then the game doesn't have like that fear factor.
Yeah. It does turn into a different fear factor with like other players at that point, but
yeah,
it's a really big gap between then and there.
I agree. I don't know. And I don't know. Maybe I'll disagree, but I don't like how goofy their like character creation is. I feel like that takes away from the game.
I kind of liked it. It was a little out there.
I mean, it's goofy, but you can see like crazy, like Rust. I like that it's just fucking players.
Character model.
Yeah. Versus like, especially in Atlas, versus you have like these fucking weird ass shit going on, dude.
Disproportional.
Yeah,
Atlas different. Atlas really different. But I mean, I don't know. Customization, it can be like a help to the game, or it can be a detriment.
Yeah.
If you go too far.
And I feel like
they already lost him at flying and riding dinosaurs, so.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I mean, come on.
Pretty sure I mentioned that to him like a year ago. Like, yo, let's get Ark. He's gonna fuck that. You go on this like rant like this too.
Fucking hate that game.
Let me tell you something about my fucking dinosaurs. Let me tell you.
I am the keeper of dinosaurs over here.
Listen, man, if you do dinosaurs right, I will buy your fucking game in a heartbeat. The Isles, it's this game where you play as like dinosaurs.
Yeah.
It's actually a dope game. I wish they had some kind of offline mode. That game's fucking hard as shit to get into. Talking about trying to like find food. Like that shit is hard. But it's a fun ass game, and you can get like some crazy intense moments, especially if you get on some of the realism servers where they have like guidelines laid out where like if you're a raptor, you cannot attack certain creatures because like in real life there's no way like
there wouldn't happen.
Yeah, so like you got to play by like the rules, and they have like different calls. They have like a passive call, they have like a like don't fuck with me call, and then they have like
Brian would just be running around that map. Don't fuck with me.
Well, they have like
this guy at? Don't fuck with me.
So like they have like these moments. So I was playing as raptors, and I had like a pack. I was a part of a pack, and we were running around, and we came across some T-Rexes, man. But they had like a nest, so they didn't want to travel the nest. And on that server, you were allowed to like attack some of the younger ones. So we're like trying to swarm and find it, and then this fucking mom T-Rex just comes doing like the get the fuck out of here call, dude. It was so, and then they're like chasing us, so we're like running through it was epic, dude. Fucking that game's fun. I like Call of the Wild, man. It's something to throw in to switch things up. But if you do dinosaurs right, I'll buy your game. Turok, 2008, dinosaurs right, fucking one of my favorite games of all time.
Call of the Wild brings in like a dinosaur expansion.
A prehistoric Call of the Wild.
Call of the Wild, you listening?
Hello.
Your customer right there, dinosaur expansion.
Hello?
You've taken all my other suggestions.
Charge $1,000 and I'm buying it. For all 3 of the sitting ducks.
Oh, okay.
I will take a lien out on this house. Make it happen.
Dinosaur expansion, Call of the Wild.
Again, man, you gotta, if you're making a hunting game with dinosaurs, you better fucking make it right. And if any of you are
T-Rexes get
wondering,
one shot in the face, right?
only in the eye.
Only in the
If-
eye.
Only the eye.
Carnivores 2 came out in 1999, and they got dinosaurs right. And some different company made a Carnivores game to like revamp it, bring it back,
Been
and you
20
could
years.
shoot a dinosaur 100 miles away, a T-Rex in the chest, and it just and died. Took all the fucking fear out of it. Took all the intensity out, man, of being charged by a T-Rex, and you're just panic spraying, trying to hit in his fucking eye.
Experienced art very much because that exact scenario you just described many a times in that. first
Yeah,
few
I
hours.
agree. It happens as a new player, right? But picture the in game. It's like Rust, man. When you first get Rust, it's fucking terrifying as a naked. Now, I'm a naked for like 10 minutes, man.
Yeah.
And then we're rocking and rolling, and that's how Ark would be, man. I'm sure it's a great game, just not my
Can't
cup
sell
of tea,
them on it.
man.
Can't sell them on it.
Come out with the server where you can't tame dinosaurs. Maybe we're talking. You know? But
your own
being
server.
able to ride around a fucking T-Rex like it's a horse?
Dude.
No.
Man, he's on a
Whew.
rant tonight.
Man,
You feeling
You need
hot
a
in there?
massage, my guy.
man, yeah. Jeez, somebody turn the air on in here.
Jesus Christ.
Can't work in these conditions. Well, alright, guys. On that note, man, that was a quick hour and a half.
Yeah.
We're glad to have you back, Triston.
It's good to be
As
back.
always.
Kind of get a gaming version, and game video.
Yeah, man. I want to do a Tarkov video with all three of us because I feel like having three perspectives would be that
Even
much
better.
more epic and that much longer it would take me to edit it, but it's fine.
Well, and just think of it this way: there'll be that much better footage because there's one more person besides me. So
Yeah, no,
should be a lot more killing.
it'll be dope. Like I said, guys, at the beginning of the video, if you want to watch the full video of the new series, go check it out. It'll be in the description below. Give us all the feedback you want on the podcast, and
Yeah,
also
leave some comments.
on the gaming video. Do you want longer videos? Do you want them more short, like 10 minutes? Are you okay with like 30-minute one that we released? Games you want to see? All kinds of shit. Just leave it down below. Let us know what you think of the podcast. On behalf of all of us here, thanks for all the love and support y'all have shown thus far.
Yes, thanks much.
It motivates us to keep putting out podcasts and keep trying to come up with ideas for these gaming videos and future content.
Fire.
Exactly. Fuel the fire. And game developers, if you make a game
Listen.
with dinosaurs that you can ride, I will not play it. And I will personally take 30 minutes out of this podcast every week to shit on your game.
Please don't make a game like that. If you're listening, please.
I'd like to have other conversations on the podcast, but please don't.
Man, this one got all over the place, man. But I had fun. I look forward to these podcasts every week, man. I really enjoy making them. And I hope y'all enjoy listening to them at home.
It's always a good time.
Dude, if
It
you're
is.
feeling like a space class in school.
Yeah, man, you learn something new every day in this podcast. Whether
Yeah.
that's dinosaur video games or, dreaming in your brain.
It was an abstract podcast today, man. Forgot about the dreams. Holy shit, man. We came with that different energy today. We'll be more on gaming next week.
Hopefully.
Jesus Christ. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. We will see y'all next week. Watch the gaming video.
Watch.
Do not put rideable dinosaurs in your game.
Please don't.